You're tuning in to Unorthodoxing, the political talk show where uncommon politics finds common ground. Every week, you'll get news analysis from Mike Vick, an activist in the progressive pro-life movement with 20 years of experience in politics and journalism, as well as interviews with outside the mainstream guests you won't see on the nightly news. Get ready for an unorthodox experience. Welcome back, friends, to another episode of Unorthodoxing. Today's episode is a little different. I've got some major announcements, some exciting news about the future of this show, and something I've been looking forward to sharing with all of you for quite a while. So let's not waste any time. Let's get right into it. If you caught last week's episode, you already know that I've stepped down from the Solidarity Party's national leadership team. That wasn't an easy decision, but it was ultimately the right one. I realized if we're serious about building something lasting here in Illinois, then that's where my time and energy needed to be focused. Today, I'm excited to tell you what that next step looks like. I've officially entered the race as a write-in candidate for governor of Illinois. Yes, we're doing this. So, it was honestly an easy decision once I made it. I think it's the best route forward for us. It's going to allow me to really speak to you directly here in Illinois and to grow our party at the local level, the county level, city level, really block by block. We're going to be able to find folks and get them activated. So the first person who knew that I had accepted this was Amar Patel, who many of you know was our vice presidential nominee here in the Solidarity Party back in 2020. He is one of my closest friends in the party, and he is, of course, our chair here with the Illinois Solidarity Party. Very happy to have him in my corner. He is the one who had first suggested doing this. So super happy that he came up with this as a great way for us to spread the word about solidarity. So, people have already started asking me one question more than any other, namely why? Why put yourself through this? Why run when the odds are steep? And the answer is actually pretty simple. It's because Illinois deserves better. We deserve a politics that puts people before parties, the common good before special interests, and principles before political convenience. For far too long, we've been told we have to choose: protect life or pursue justice, support workers or grow the economy, strengthen families or expand opportunity. I reject that entire way of thinking. I believe we can do all of these things. We can build an Illinois where every human life has dignity, where workers are respected, where families thrive, and where communities flourish. So that's why I'm running. Now, I will tell you, a personal story here of what shaped my beliefs in that. And I think it will resonate with many of you out there in the audience. As many of you, I'm sure, are, I felt politically homeless in the major parties because they constantly try to make me choose between my values. And I will tell you, as a person of faith, I recognize that, as the saying goes, of the lesser of two evils, choose neither. So this both and politics really matters to me. And, the people that have inspired me, in this sort of realm, have been people like my pastor, Pastor Chris Butler, who lives this really every day of his professional and personal life. And I'm excited to embark on this journey, for another run for office. This time, the highest level that I have sought really to the finish line. As many of you know, I did briefly run for president in 2024, but for various reasons, I took a step back from that and supported
Jacqueline Abernathy initially in the primary, and then Peter Sonsky, of course, our Solidarity Party nominee in the general election. But I am all in on this race for governor, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what we have in store in the coming months. So, the truth is, Illinois has spent decades trapped in the same exhausting political cycle. One side ignores the deeply held moral convictions of millions of families. The other often overlooks struggling workers, small farmers, and communities who desperately need investment. Meanwhile, Springfield keeps doing what Springfield has always done: insider politics, budget battles, political games, and ordinary people like you are left paying the price. I think we can do better. I personally know that we can do better. And, I've had conversations all around this state with people who feel exactly the same as I do. And I hope that you are one of them. Wherever you happen to be in the country, there are ways for you to get involved. But especially here in Illinois, we want to make sure that we are bringing you on board with this campaign. So, you can head right now to votevicUSA.com and volunteer with us. And you can also, sign up for our newsletter to get updates about what's going on in our campaign. So this is about rebuilding trust. It's about solidarity, and it's about human dignity. It's about creating a government that serves its people instead of serving itself. And I'll tell you what, it's about time. Whether you're in Chicago, Rockford, Carbondale, Quincy, the Metro East, or even a small farming town most politicians have never visited, you deserve to know someone is fighting for you. Our campaign is centered around 4 priorities: real support for working families, consistent ethic of life, revitalizing our local communities, and government integrity and responsible stewardship. Illinois does not belong to political machines. It belongs to its people. So in the coming months, you're going to learn more about me, about my values, about our platform, and ways that you can help. So one of the ways that you can do that immediately, as I said, is to head on over to our campaign website, which is votevicUSA.com. That's V as in Victor, OTE, V as in Victor, ICK, USA.com. When you get there, you're going to find a lot of information about volunteering, joining the Illinois Solidarity Party, contacting me directly, and following our campaign online. You're also going to find out more info about me personally. And of course, I would love to share more with you, and I will in the coming weeks and months. But if you head to our website, I've got a nice bio there so you can get to know me a little better. And of course, as always, you can find out more about what my values are and what my priorities are. And, I think that those values and priorities are going to resonate with a lot of people. So we're just getting started. I do, want to let you know, of course, that we are, running an independent campaign, and Illinois ballot access laws just make it really practically impossible, if you don't have, millions of dollars to throw at it, to get on the ballot. So this is a write-in campaign. On November 3rd, you will go in to the ballot booth and write my name in. It is going to be listed as Mike Vick. Okay, so you may find my name in some other places as Michael Vick. Please write in Mike Vick, M as in Michael, IKE, V as in Victor, ICK. And we are going to be a certified writing candidate in all 102 counties in the state. So we're really excited about that. We're going to be going through the process of putting in the paperwork to make sure that happens. But just know that paperwork is already filled out, and we have plenty of time to get that in. So, when you vote for me, when you write my name in, your vote is going to count. And we are going to send a message to Springfield and to the country that we need a better way of doing politics. So we've also got some exciting additions coming soon to our website, including an events calendar for campaign stops across the state. We do want to do local meetups hosted by our supporters as well. And there will be ways for you to get involved in that way. And you can even do that right now, even before that page goes live, by clicking through our volunteer form and checking the box that says that you would like to host a local meetup. If you want to organize those in your hometown, we would love to help make that happen. Even if I can't always be there in person, we're going to do everything to make sure that we can join virtually, because this campaign belongs to all of us. And yes, there's another major announcement coming, which involves additional candidates that we have waiting in the wings. So don't want to spoil the surprise on that quite yet. But if you are a candidate whose values resonate with the values that I hold dear, and you'll find those again on our website, then please get in touch with me personally. And you can do that at mike@votevicUSA.com. That's again, MIKE @votevicUSA.com. So you're definitely going to want to stay tuned. To give you a hint, many people outside our party will know this candidate's name. And so we're very excited about his willingness to step up and join, the effort that we're doing to build this independent movement for a better way forward for Illinois. So I'm excited about that, and I think you are going to be too. So, of course, we do have a growing movement here in Illinois, but the campaign isn't the only thing growing. So is the Unorthodoxing podcast. So if you've been thinking about joining our community, now is a fantastic time to do that. Our paid members receive bonus episodes, exclusive content, and access to a growing collection of writers and creators who share a vision of thoughtful, principled politics. I'm incredibly excited to be working alongside friends both inside and outside the Solidarity Party movement to build something much bigger than just one podcast. Right now, you're already going to find articles on unorthodoxing.com from Leah Lacey of the Arizona Solidarity Party and Michael Beard of the Indiana Solidarity Party. We are going to invest in other creators and other shows. And my long-term vision is that we have really an umbrella organization, media operation that can bring news and views that you're not going to find anywhere else. So speaking of creators, if you are a writer, a podcaster, a YouTuber, a researcher, or simply someone with something worthwhile to say, I want to hear from you. Again, reach out through social media or email me directly. I'd love to explore how we can work together. And if you enjoyed today's episode, I'd really appreciate your help. Please share it with a friend, subscribe wherever you listen, leave a positive review and hit that like button, ring the bell on YouTube. And I will tell you, every one of these simple actions really helps more people discover what we're building together here. If you're in Illinois, remember Election Day is Tuesday, November 3rd. Write in Mike Vick for governor and tell your friends about our campaign. We're building something different here. We're building something hopeful. Thank you for being a part of it. Until next time, Unorthodoxers, you stay faithful.